In today's episode, I'm joined by Michelle Banks. Now, Michelle has 20 years' experience of sponsorship and sales and has recently released her new tech platform, Connect Experiences. We're going to hear all about that in just a moment. But before we do, Michelle, tell us a little bit why you've chosen this background.
Because if I had a choice of anywhere to live in the world, it would now be in the Caribbean, on the beach with an Aperol spritz in hand, possibly with my laptop, but enjoying the sunshine. Um,
Fantastic. What a great reason to choose this background. I love that. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, Michelle. Tell me about Connect Experiences.
well, let me tell you, I'm originally from Ireland, and I came over to London about 14 years ago. And from there, I have worked in my own agency doing sponsorship for the last 14 years. And on the back of kind of that sponsorship, I set up a new platform the last 2 years called Connect Experience, which is all about supporting brand partners with their hospitality inventory.
Fantastic. Now, we have done some work together, and I'm excited to be doing some stuff in the future. So, we'll be sharing all about that over the coming months. But are you now ready for your 2 minutes?
Yeah, go for it.
Excellent. Right. 5 questions in 2 minutes. I'm going to set the timer
Oh,
and we're going to
right.
get going. Right. Here we go. If you could go back in time and give advice to yourself at the start of your career, what would it be?
I guess it would be for me, it'd be trust yourself and believe in yourself. And that it was okay to fail, and just keep putting, the next foot forward. I think for me, I didn't really fit into the norm. I came from a very small town in Ireland, and I didn't fit into the norm. I struggled to understand that, if you didn't work in an agency or in-house, it was okay to feel a bit different. So, I think that would be the most important thing I'd say to myself.
Said like a true entrepreneur. What is the biggest misconception people have about sales?
I think for me, I think it's not a real job. I used to always think it's just people who could not get a real job, right? And they just didn't understand how to get a big job in a big company, because the job title sounded very wishy-washy. But for me now, I understand that it's a really brilliant skill set. It opens so many doors that so many people can't do. And honestly, I think it's one of the most powerful business tools you could ever have.
What is the biggest lesson sports can teach us about leadership?
I've learned everything through sport, and if I could take all the values of what sport has and bring it into any business environment I've worked with, it's a winning formula. I think the biggest one would be passion.
Mhm.
Um, and obviously the name of a company is Connect Experience. It's connecting people and loyalty. So as we all know, sports fans all over the world do anything, and everything to follow their teams. And it's the same in business, right? If you're committed to something and your team is committed to it, you stick with them no matter what. Like I work with some of the big football teams, and it's hilarious. Even when the team aren't bad or are not doing very well, the team sticks together most of the time. And it should be the same in business. You have all your ups and downs, highs and lows. And I think it's allowing people to make mistakes.
Keep going. You're in extra time.
Oh, wow. Okay. And that's it. And not to be scared.
Fantastic. We've gone over the 2 minutes, but I want to keep going. What is a habit that has helped you grow professionally?
Not to be scared and not to be okay to make mistakes.
I love that. And the last one, oh, this is a good one. What's the weirdest sport superstition you've ever heard of?
It is changing your underwear.
So much. Is 1 minute. Changing your underwear, not to change your underwear. That's what you
No,
mean.
changing your underwear just before you start a race.
Okay,
One of the biggest athletes in the world does that in a 100-meter final.
amazing. Thank you so much, Michelle. That was really good fun, and I'm looking forward to sharing it. Thank you for your time.
No worries.